Hi, my name is Tyvis Powell, former Ohio State Buckeye and national champion DB. Welcome to the Buckeye Cast. These guys was born and bred in the Buckeye State, and they like to talk Buckeye football and drink bourbon. Subscribe to the show. Now pour up a drink and pull up a stool. Here's your host, Joe Warwick. Get him, Joe.
All right, Tyvis, you skipped something there, I think. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Welcome in to your TBC Weekly. Lovely to see you. Right now, we got Jeff in here, waiting for Sean to join. We'll see. Who knows? We're going to give you the full breakdown. Obviously, this monster win over the Longhorns. So much to talk about, geez. We're going to do our good, bad, and ugly. You're welcome to pop in the chat. Give us your good, bad, and ugly. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. And then, we're going to break it down. I got a ton of clips to run through here. I'll start with this one, Jeff.
Yo.
It's nice to be 1-0. Not like this guy, the Bama fan.
Oh, I know.
The part about being 1-0 is going 2-0, right, or something like that. This guy is not feeling it.
I found out that there's bouncers that are already wearing this kid on a T-shirt in Tallahassee right now.
Nice.
You know what? I'm guessing you're talking about blue shirt guy, right?
Yeah. Oops, I didn't add it to the show. My bad. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, folks.
Bingo.
Yeah.
We are no longer number one.
Yeah. Down 14, 2:20 left in the fourth. At home.
That will never get old.
But still, yeah.
That will never get old.
Yeah. Poor bastard. But yeah. A lot of good stuff happening. I got a bunch of stuff. Let's just run through some clips here, and hopefully Sean will jump on. Here's a good one at the ESPN tailgate game day set. Wish it was Dez's last show instead.
Oh yeah, I second that.
Yep. Blonde girl. Good job.
That will be the next show. The next college game day I turn into will be his final.
Yeah. Here's a nice little triumvirate. Tress meeting McConaughey with Mac Brown. I don't know. Is he trying to raise water off the ground? I don't know.
Where's the Ouija board?
Yeah.
It's like they were playing Ouija board and then somebody took the board away.
Yeah. That was pretty funny. But yeah, just seeing Tress and McConaughey is pretty fucking special.
I saw plenty of McConaughey.
Yeah, they showed him a lot.
We saw plenty of him.
Of course. I mean, it's a Texas game, right? So this one.
I want to start with you here. Does Vegas have it wrong? Should Arch and Texas be favored over Ohio State? Where are you on this?
No.
They definitely have it wrong, Molly, and I understand what's going on here. These two teams met in January in the Cotton Bowl, and Texas fell
it's bros
in that
for me.
game. So the teams are different. Quarterback's different at Texas. The quarterback's different at Ohio State. And I don't think Ohio State is what we saw last year winning the national championship. They're good, but I don't think they're elite. Now, Vegas tends to
he doesn't really know. He doesn't really believe what he says.
What we
he
know
just
is
talks
Ohio
shit
State
just
won
to
the
talk
championship
shit.
last year, but I think
He
Vegas
says
is
as much.
completely wrong.
He doesn't remember what he says half the time, but I believe that that's a clip where he said that he doesn't think it'll even be particularly close.
Event, one of the biggest games we have seen. But I think Texas's roster is better, and I think Ohio State is going to be hungover from last year with a new quarterback. By the way,
8 new starters. All the backups are hungover. Yeah, all they did was party last year. They just went along for the ride, huh? They were just riding the coattails. Sure. Fuckface.
Exactly. Oh, and we can't forget about Colin Simmons posting this photo of the announcement of Julian Sayin as the Ohio State starting quarterback. Defensive end for Texas. thought that he was being.
Did he play? Did he play yesterday?
Yeah. Saw him
I think I saw him. I think I saw him on I think he had a half tackle. I think he grabbed somebody's shoe. I think it was Jeremiah's shoe at one point.
Yeah. He's out there doing cardio, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So before we get into the Buckeye game, any other games you want to talk about to kind of break the seal here? Like maybe, I don't know, LSU Clemson? LSU gets the win in the other Death Valley, the orange one.
Yeah. Brian Kelly finally wins a home opener, or finally wins a season opener.
Yeah. Right.
And Clemson had a lot of talk. Everybody's pumping up Clemson all year.
Yep.
But these week one games. I mean, with the playoffs the way they are, nobody's eliminated. Like in years past. But man, a lot of clunkiness. Unless you're playing Long Island University, your offense didn't really click that much.
Yeah. Or if you're even playing New Mexico. Not a lot of clicking.
Or Nevada.
Yes, exactly. I was expecting a little bit better showing by Klubnik, but their defense is still good. Just not enough.
That Bama Florida State game, really, that Florida State, besides Bama being overrated and being a fraud, Florida State looked good. Florida State looked good. And you know what? I had no idea. I was completely shocked when I saw that Tommy Castellanos, or whatever his name is, is black.
Me too. I said the exact same thing while we were watching the game. I was like, he's black?
Isn't his name Tommy? Isn't it Tommy? It's Castellanos. He came from Boston College. I'm like, oh yeah, he's a Northeast Italian kid. Right. No, he is not.
No.
Had a little bit of.
That dude's got a fucking laser and he's fast as fuck. Now the laser, you don't know where it's going to go sometimes, but that speed is for real.
And Florida State, they looked impressive. I mean, they looked like they're legit. Like that wasn't just a fluke. Played some miracle plays. Pulling out of their ass. No, they were a much better team than Bama. Much better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look at the yardage. I mean, 388 by FSU on a Bama defense. Holy shit, man!
They can run the ball. They got a big kid, bruiser runner. Yeah. Crazy.
I was impressed. I had zero expectations for FSU. I thought Mike Norvell was cooked. I took Bama in this one, being the road favorite. I was like, and it was 14 points, 13 and a half. I was like, yeah, I'll take that. I have no faith.
Two touchdowns. I would have thought Bama would have won by 2 touchdowns. I mean,
right.
I didn't lay on it, but that seemed like a safe bet. As much as well, if you listen to Feinbaum, he said Bama's a sneaky national title contender. No, they are not. No. And that Simpson kid, he wasn't it. He ain't it.
No.
He might be it later. He might be it later, but he is not it right now.
That is not the answer. And they even gave him like easy passes early on in that game, and he's not accurate. Kind of like somebody else we watched on Saturday. Hint, hint. Let's see.
Are we sure he's good? Is he good?
Yeah. Let's see.
Good enough.
A little bit of that Washington game in Colorado State, because we got Washington in like 3 weeks. I wanted to get a little taste, but that was like 14-14 at the half. I was like, oh, all right, not worried about Washington then. Next.
I did not see any of that game, but
I watched a lot of the Michigan game. I was like, okay, first quarter is 14-0. I'm like, all right, this might get ugly quickly. Nope. New Mexico comes back with 10 points in the second quarter. Then in the third quarter, they come back with a touchdown. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Los Lobos.
I had them. Plus 34.5. Covered that shit easily.
Nice.
Just because Michigan doesn't have any weapons, man. Looking at the box score quickly, Underwood with 250, a touchdown. Running the ball, Justice Haynes, very impressive, but Jordan Marshall kind of taking the back seat there, former Mr. Football in Ohio.
Oh, he'll transfer. He'll transfer.
Yep. Haynes has
He's
another year at least, I think.
Yeah, he was Haynes was a freshman at Bama last year, right? Freshman.
So. Yeah,
because we were in on him. We were on him late in the recruiting.
He's a junior now.
He's a junior now. Okay, Richard Young.
So he could go.
Yeah, him and Richard Young.
Young looked good for Georgia yesterday.
We were in on both of them.
Right. Yep. Down to the wire. So.
I saw a lot of guys. I saw a lot of players yesterday. But heard names. I'm like, oh yeah, High State was in on him. High State was in on him. High State was close on him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I watched Michigan State Friday night because certain someone, but she was all over the Sparties, but they didn't cover. I put money on them. Again, betting with my dick, not my brain. But anyways, all right. So let's talk about the Buckeye game. We'll see what happens with Sean. I don't know. Maybe his phone's broken. Anyway, folks, we appreciate you joining us. We're getting into it here. Wanted to start off with a little icebreaker there, talking about some of the Saturday games. And, of course, we're going to keep a little eye on the Michigan game. I mean, the Miami game, U of M, whatever, with Notre Dame. I got Notre Dame winning this one. I think they're favored by 2.5 or 3 down in Hard Rock Stadium. And there's
dealing with some rain right now. Yeah, no score yet, but they got some. Yeah.
Yeah. Tallahassee had some of that. So yeah, folks, we're back. Please subscribe, like, all the good stuff. If you want to support the show, or if you just need some Buckeye gear and you don't give a shit about the show, go to thebuckeyecast.com. Get yourself a shirt, hat. The Silver Bullets shirts are flying off the shelves this weekend. I don't understand why, Jeff. But anyway, people are loving the Silver Bullet shirts again. Not so much the last few years. But yeah, share the show with a friend. Subscribe, leave a comment. We are live on Instagram. Who knows how long? It's not my problem. And we are live on X, Twitter, whatever. So a question for the chat. I'm gonna drop a few in there, but right now we will get to a slight short segment on the Grambling game. A very short segment. I think everybody wants to talk Texas anyways, right? So yeah, for now, drop your score predictions for the Grambling game, and we'll pop them up on screen, and we'll get to every comment and question. So, Jeff, let's do our good, bad, and ugly here. You want to start with your good?
My good?
Yeah.
Arvell Reese's debut as a starting linebacker.
Seemed all right.
Yeah, I like what I see from that kid. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. A sack, a TFL, 9 tackles. Solid out.
I mean, pressures. I mean, we had him. I like that defensive front we had where we had 3 DNs and then then Arvell in the middle coming down as a stand-up rusher up the middle. Different twist. Arvell and Sonny. Yeah. Very impressive.
Arvell
running
led
everywhere.
the team in pressures, by the way, with 4. 1 sack, 3 hurries.
Without looking at stats, I would have guessed he led the team. He was harassing people all day long.
Yeah, definitely.
Very impressive.
Yep.
What was your good?
My good, honestly, Arvell's kind of the one you turn to first, but really, I got to go with Julian Sayin. I mean, the kid fucking balled out. He made people forget about Arch Manning, in my opinion. All the chatter coming out of that game was, wow, Julian Sayin really handled this well. The poise, that was the word I kept hearing in the post-game interviews. 19-year-old kid, Cali Cool, all the stuff. Maybe some C.J. Stroud comparisons.
Yeah, I just don't like the hairdo, man. I can't get over the hairdo. But other than that, I mean, even his, I mean, he should have been 8 for 8 at one point. I'll leave it at that because we're gonna get to the good. We're gonna get to the bad and the ugly.
Yeah, right. So first half, he was like 3 of 6 with 3 drops, but he did have a little stretch there in the second half where he had 5 completions in a row. One of them being the 40-yarder to Carnell, but we didn't need Julian to be a superhero. We needed him to put up 13 for 20, 65% completion percentage. I'll take that all day. 126, a touchdown, no interceptions. I don't even think he had a turnover-worthy throw.
No,
you could say was questionable. Yeah, people bang on the fourth down throw when he rolled out, was trying to buy time, and he threw an incomplete pass there in the fourth quarter when they're trying to spin clock. But other than that, he did not have a batted down pass. Well, people talk shit about his height. Did not have a turnover-worthy throw. Again, the 3 drops. I would say you could almost give one to, I believe it was Ennis in that first half for a 4th drop that was not really tallied here on the stat sheet. But
yeah,
what else could you ask for from the kid?
I mean, he gave us what we needed. He didn't need to outplay Arch, which he did, but he just needed not to make the mistakes, not to put us in not to turn the ball over, not to miss throws and look overwhelmed. He did exactly what we needed him to do. The game plan was, who would have thought Brandon Hartline was going to go power football? A lot of C.J. Donaldson, but no turnovers. That's the biggest stat line. The biggest stat. 0 in the turnovers. I mean, you're right, Joe. That play in the fourth. Yeah, that kid. Next week and the week after and going forward, he's going to run that ball. There's just a few things that I was like, well, little mistakes. It's little mental errors. Not even mistakes. Just mental errors. Just little, not a horrible choice, but just not the best choice of what he could have done. So those will come. That play where like you said, he's scrambling, trying to make something happen. He needs to just run. They'll look at the film and they'll say, hey, Julian, we just need you to tuck that, get you 1, 2, 3 yards, stay in bounds, eat clock. That's all we need. And that stuff will come. I mean, that didn't hurt us. That wasn't a game-changing play that really put us in a hole or nothing.
But he wasn't floating passes over the middle,
No.
He wasn't making poor decisions. He seemed to be in phase, in timing. His timing seemed to be fine with the receivers, right? I mean, for the most part.
Geez, for the first 4th down in the first quarter to Max Clare, that ball's right in his hands. Right in his hands.
That's a drop. The been a first down.
JJ coming across the middle just took his eyes off of it, trying to get upfield because I saw this because Max Clare was out there on the block. JJ's probably a little. Hey, I don't know if this guy's going to make that block or not. I don't want to get blown up here. He's trying to find out where that guy is because he knows he's out there. Right. He didn't. Maybe not fully trusting Clare on the block. That'll come. That'll change. He'll look back at the tape and be like, yeah, I can trust Claire to have that block for me. And so a couple of his drops when he was 5 for 8 at one point, and I'm like, he should be 8 for 8 because every ball he hit people right in the hands, even the drops. So, I'm very impressed. I think with Sayin. We ran the ball a lot, not real successful as far as stats, but we did. But the running game did what they wanted it to do.
Right.
Eat clock. Keep Arch off the field. Yep. So it was effective. Right, so it wasn't great, but it was effective.
So to finish up the good, Jeff had Arvell Reese. I had Julian Sayin. What do you have for your bad, Jeff? Good, bad, and uglies.
We just covered it all, but I want to say the drops. was bad.
Yeah. That's fair.
You just can't. I mean, replay that first half with those not being dropped. Those balls are right in the hands, right in stride. Mm-hmm. What happens then? How much different does that game look? Is that game? Are we 2 scores up? Are we 2 scores up going into the third, fourth quarter?
Right.
Possibly. Extending those drives.
Yeah, I mean, you could speculate all day long. It could be a couple of touchdowns on those drops.
I'm missing the bad. I guess the bad would have been the misread on that throw to Claire when he had Jeremiah deep. He hadn't deep. I guess that would be the bad. I would say
delivered a strike for the first.
Oh yeah, delivered a strike but missed the touchdown.
Right, but I don't hate that play.
No. I'm just saying. We're nitpicking here on what was bad. That was a bad read. Great throw. It's still a great throw, but a bad read because it could have led to 7.
JJ had 10 targets, so I don't want to hear him complain about shit.
Yep. Right.
He had
You're right.
6. He almost led the team in receiving yards, but if you're going to drop 2, maybe just keep your mouth shut.
Right, and say okay. So even with those 2 drops, even if we make the other read and we throw it up top to him there on that 4th down in the first quarter, what's that stat line look like now? He's got it. He's gonna have a 60-yard touchdown on top of what he just did.
Right.
So
he's over 100 yards probably.
Yeah.
With a touch, on the 10 targets. But anyways, so for my bad. Yeah, the drops are legit. That's a legit point. And the guys, I hope that Heartline has those guys on the fucking jug machine, 24/7. The bad, I got a few different directions I want to go with this. I can't complain about play calling. I thought it was good, not great. Defense, definitely can't complain about that. I think the O-line has me concerned initially. I know they're going against one of the best front sevens in the country. We gave Texas their flowers on that last week, right?
Yeah.
So,
yes.
We talked about the middle linebacker, was it Thomas?
Hill.
Yeah.
Anthony Hill.
We talked about him, and we talked about Simmons, but still, this O-line running the ball, they were fine for the most part in pass pro, but looking at the grades in run blocking, it was less than impressive, and I'm being nice about it. I got the grades right here, actually. Run blocking, Luke Montgomery led the way with a 67. Okay, that's out of 100.
Really, he was best. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's
because I saw him get beat
here. Everybody else, the entire O-line and tight ends, got to include them, are all under 60. I noticed they brought in Ethan Onyanwa at right guard for Tegra for a few series here and there.
Noticed that, yeah.
He was terrible. He was the worst run blocker and pass blocker on the team. He didn't allow any pressures.
That's why he lost that job to Daniels, I think, at right tackle.
Right. Now, Daniels was good at pass blocking, but terrible. Yeah. Like, the run blocking has to get fixed, like, now.
Yep.
Yes. So that's my bad. Things have to get fixed over the next couple of weeks. Definitely, you need to see improvements before we go to Washington.
And we got the perfect elixir, though. We got Grambling.
Right. Should help. I mean, but then how do you gauge yourself?
Right. Just that's through the tape. Yeah, through the tape. There's people being in position, knowing where they're being where they're supposed to be. Yeah, you're not going to get a gauge on talent versus talent, of course, but I'm sure guys were out of position, taking wrong steps, stuff like that. Montgomery, I saw a couple times, just real wide step left, and then guy just swarms past him, and so it was off balance to the left, and the guy comes right back off his right hip. That's just that can be fixed no matter who you're playing. You know what I mean? Just positioning and footwork and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's got to get fixed. But I mean, we still got the dub, so it's not like it was horrific. But we were outgained 166 to 77 on the ground. So something has to get fixed there. Again, great front seven, but let's see. We got our bads under all done. Ugly. What do you got for your ugly?
The officiating of Jeremiah Smith.
Okay.
Holy shit. If the teams are going to be allowed to just grab him, hold him, pull him, interfere him every fucking play, we're going to have a hard time getting him 10 targets, 10 catches a game.
I got something for you on that.
So, I mean, you can't tell me. Yeah. Oh, I remember that. Yes, I remember that. I remember seeing that.
Jesus
and like saying,
Christ.
what the fuck?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Outside the stadium, you'd be arrested.
Yeah. Yeah. I said to my buddy when we were watching, I said, they're telling them to hold every play and making the refs call it. I mean, Texas and every team's going to read this too. Every team's going to see that game from like, oh, we just need to mug the shit out of this kid and make them call it every play. He's going to deal with that a lot because Texas, I mean, out of every break, holding, arm over the hand. I mean, a couple of those passes coming to him, he's got both arms. The one play, the DB never let go of him, the whole route.
Right.
Never let go of him. So
yeah, they were constantly bringing
that's
left
the ugly.
Arm in. Like if the play is going across the field, that DB always had a left arm wrapped around the hips.
Yeah, did not take it off.
And
so
all of them, especially that fucking freshman, Little John or Littleton, whoever the fuck he was.
Yeah, Little John.
That true freshman trying to cover people. That dude was roasted all day.
Yeah, he was a fish, but exactly.
Like, that's the thing with refereeing. An SEC crew,
how did that happen?
Well, you guys brought your own refs, huh? I didn't know you could do that.
Oh, yeah, right. I mean, I guess I've never seen a cross conference matchup. The away team gets to bring their conference refs.
Yeah.
As soon as they said the SEC officials, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Oh, of course it is. Of course they are. We're not going to get the benefit of shit. That was a given.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're lucky we didn't get fucked over on some instant replay. I mean, we kind of did on that touchdown for Texas. That looked just like the Sonny Styles interception to me.
That's it. That's exactly it. And I said,
how's it different?
And my point, I said aloud, well, I said, the SEC refs are going to make sure. I said, that's the reason why this is different. That's why it's in there. That's why the calls are different. That's the only reason.
Right.
I can.
Ugly, you got what?
Not in a pit for Sonny. Same time, that ball moved. The officiating on JJ.
What's that?
The officiating
on JJ. Yeah, I got
the officiating against Jeremiah Smith was ugly.
Let me make sure I cleaned that off the screen. Okay, I did. I got ugly. This one's a good one. It's got some details to it. The Texas drive chart. Let me recite this. 10 drives total, okay? Turnover on downs. Punt, 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 punt. Turnover on downs. Pick. Turnover on downs. Touchdown. Turnover on downs. That equals 7 points on the scoreboard. Rough day.
For the next coming, or whatever you want to say, like the Messiah, or whatever fuck you want to call him.
Yeah, that was not pretty. You want to bang on Arch for a minute?
I mean, I don't want to bang on the kid. I want to bang on the hype hype machine. The kid. Yeah. There's not really. I'm not going to bang on the kid so much. I mean, I don't have nothing against Archie or Arch. I don't know. Maybe you should go with it. Maybe you should add the IE, and maybe he might feel a little better. I don't know.
What'd you think?
But about Jesus Christ,
they didn't run the ball in the first half at all with him. What'd you think of that?
Oh, him running? No, not at all. And that was one thing that was concerned me.
Yeah.
His legs getting his legs, but I think we did. I think we had a great plan as far as I think they knew our linebackers. We weren't the exact time. We're not. Our defense is not the kind of defense that's going to give up a lot to him, a lot to a running quarterback like that.
But that's the one threat that you, as a defense, can't really account for. You know, I mean, you can to a degree if you want to put resources on that quarterback. If you want to have a guy spying him the entire game, but then are you wasting a guy or two? You know, so yeah.
And I thought they would go to that. I thought we'd see more of that after all the struggles. You know, like you said, that we just did the drive chart. You know, after that third, fourth drive, I figured there's a spark or something. They would try to get him on the edge. Yeah. You know, try to a middle misdirection. You know, little option handoff. You know, fake handoff, boot, stuff like that, just to get him on the edge, get his legs going, kind of get him some confidence too. Get our defense loosened up. But I don't know what they were reading on our defense that was telling them that wasn't going to work or what. But I was surprised that we did not see him and his legs working.
I mean, he went 10 for 38. That includes sacks. I think we just had one sack though.
Are we sure he's good? Are we sure he's good?
Yeah, right. But he was getting the same average as C.J. Baxter, who had 10 carries for 40. I mean, not much better. But looking at when they ran him on those design reads, it wasn't till really the third quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah. He went for 15 their first drive in the third quarter, then 5 and 1, 0 and 4. I think they should probably going forward utilize his legs more. But not my fucking team, and I don't care.
Right.
Yeah. So we got our good, bad, and ugly all finished off here. So yeah, let's talk about the players to watch. We talked about Arch Manning here. Good day for him, honestly. You can't really bitch, honestly, about the guy. I got his passing chart here. Let me throw it on screen. So yeah, looking at it, he just missed a lot. What's that sidearm shit, Jeff? You know,
I saw a lot of that.
Inconsistent with that. That most of the time when he goes sidearm,
it was like he's
a shortstop or something. He's incomplete, like very inaccurate. I don't know where he got that from.
I noticed that when he started going sidearm, like he was feeling rushed. You know, he wasn't playing it, wasn't comfortable. I think that's a sign. I mean, to me, it looked like a sign, like, oh, he's not feeling it. Like, now he's trying to rush a throw. He's trying to like shoot something in there.
He's almost trying to be the arm perfect, right?
Yeah, the arm angle kept changing, that was something I definitely noticed. And which I'm sure they're going to be watching that film and trying to correct that. But they're not going to. Texas isn't going to face a defense like ours until maybe Georgia. Close. Yeah, Georgia might be the only close one.
That's the closest. Not Florida.
I don't know if they have Bama this year, but I mean, Bama might just be a nice little warm up for them.
Well, yeah, maybe it might just be a steamrolling. Yeah, but looking at his passing chart here, really inconsistent, especially over the middle in that 0 to 10 yard range. That's supposed to be money. Like, I'll show you Julian Sayin's in a second, but from
a lot of skips,
0 to 10,
skipped a lot of passes. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that should be the easy throws. You know, you should be perfect there, 8 for 8. You did get the deep 30-yarder on the left. That was in the fourth quarter, and then a couple sprinkled over 20 yards. But I wasn't really impressed with anything he did, honestly.
No, I mean the touchdown throw was a good throw. He made another good throw second half when they were driving. I can't remember which drive it was.
Sanchez was in coverage on that one to the tight end up the left side. That was probably the 30-yard.
Was that Sanchez? Okay.
Yeah, Sanchez, the true freshman, was in there quite a bit.
Is he number 6?
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I was like, who's number 6? I was thinking Scott. But okay, 5. That was Sanchez. Okay, Scott's 5. Gotcha. I didn't double check all the new numbers, but I mean he made some good throws. You could see he's a good quarterback. He was not ready for a defense like ours.
No, I mean, definitely not. And that's what Sark said after the game. He said they were elite at hiding and disguising their coverages. So that's all on Patricia,
Caleb Downs, yes, sir.
Well, yeah. But, Patricia's the one calling the defense.
Yeah. And he can call extravagant and intricate defenses because he has people like Caleb Downs back there. Jalen McLean,
he's a coach on the field.
Looked pretty good too.
I was surprised McLean got the start there a little bit over Malik Hartford. I didn't see Hartford out there at all. I don't know.
I didn't see him either. I was gonna say I didn't see him either.
Yeah. Let's see, snaps. No Hartford. Nope.
To not have any, to be in such
11.
such a position battle, right? That they said was down to the wire. You're right. They never really announced the starter. I never really even heard them announce it. To not have him playing at all, that surprised me.
Well, it tells you how good McLean must be. 67 snaps. He had all the snaps. McLean, Caleb, Jermaine Matthews, IGB played every snap of the game for the defense.
I like that because those four are really
Styles
good.
Was in there for 65. 67 was the total snaps. So I was happy with that. Yeah.
I'm happy with our 5 back there. I'm happy with those 5. That's we might have the best back 7. It might be. It might be. And who would we lose? I mean, like
losing Lathan Ransom and Denzel Burke.
Oh yeah, two guys in the NFL right now. Yeah. 2 guys that are making NFL rosters.
Yeah. So I got some more clips to play. I do need. This is pregame, so we'll kind of backtrack in time here. This is awesome. That skull shit.
Give it up one more time for the best day man in the lane. I promise you to be behind us to give you their part, but I need you guys to do your part, okay? Now listen to me. You have to make life absolutely hell for Arch Manning and the Texas offense. With any voice, and you are dead wrong. Do you understand me? This is our culture versus their culture. This is SEC football versus Big Ten football. This is their flash versus our toughness, our grit, our fight. Listen to me now. Like it says in the Buckeye battle cry. Our honor to defend. We will fight to the end. Make sure you scream to the end. Go Buck!
Solid.
Threes, man.
He's channeling his dad there, He's feeling the animal.
If you'd have came out in the paint, the face paint would have been great.
Oh, shit. Yeah, can we get him in some face paint one time for a game?
Oh my God. Can you imagine? I would hire that dude to run my company. Even if he didn't know anything about my business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
He don't figure it out. He'll figure it out.
Yeah. It'll just motivate the fuck out of people anyways. Here's Carnell.
There he is.
A lot of plays, man. A lot of plays was our guy better than their guy. One-on-one matchup, our guy was better than their guy across the board.
There he is.
Great play. Great fucking play. All right, I got, let's see. Let's talk Arvell. We got to talk about the best defensive player on the field that day. Sonny was a little banged up throughout the day. He was wearing the shoulder harness thingy. So not feeling great.
He wore it all last year, too.
Question I just dropped in the chat here for everybody. Who was your MVP of the Texas game? Drop it in there. We appreciate the interaction. And by the way, I got to get back. I promise tonight, before the end of the show, I will give you the YouTube leaderboard. Whoever is the most active will show up on the leaderboard. I'll give you tonight's list. I'll give you the top 5. But yeah, we got to talk about so many things. The goal line stand, another one. Jesus, this never gets old. Let's go right there. Then we'll come back to Arvell. Here's the reverse angle. Hard to see what's going on there, kind of. Not bad.
It's a hell of a view.
I think that's from that IMAX theater in Austin where they were watching the game. Sorry. So, yeah, not a great view. My bad. Last play of the game right here. We're just hopping around. Very disorganized. Sorry. Did not hook.
Yep.
Did not hook with the left arm.
Nope. They exactly. I think that you can tell that that's something that they really worked on with him. It looks like like that was something that he needed to address, and he showed it.
Yep. But we got to talk Arvell, man. Again, we got to run through his numbers. This guy needs more attention. Honestly, leading the way, 9 tackles. Don't forget. IGB, 10 tackles on the game, 4 solo, and a PBU. But Arvell, and he started right out of the gates with his 9 tackles, 4 solo, a sack, a TFL, and just patrolling the field here. Let me run through these clips. This is going to take a little time. I like this one.
The thing is, too, I think Jermaine Matthews is every bit, if not better, a cover corner than IGB. So, we don't have a fish in that backfield to pick on. No,
Sonny was the one last year in the playoff game that gave up, the wheel route to the running back.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have that. No. Look at Arvell chasing down. Look at him in coverage here, taking a running back. No play there. Even
nothing.
Out the ball. Handoff, no gain. Yeah. Making the tackle at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, to see how he just ducks that lineman coming up on that second level. He just side shifts him and still stays in position to tackle. And that speed, that right there, that him running down Manning. Manning, that's why he couldn't get comfortable, because he had the linebacker that fast chasing him. I mean, he looked like a safety with safety speed.
Exactly.
Peyton Pierce too.
Yeah. This is my favorite play. All right. This is awesome. Check the move. Check the little turn of the head, so it looks like he's going out in coverage.
Yep.
Then he blitzes. This is like next level stuff.
And just completely just shields the tackle. He just the guard. I think it was the tackle. The tackle comes off. He just hand checks the tackle. That's an offensive tackle.
Look,
that's a Texas.
Kenyatta got double team
tackle.
Yeah, they decided to double team Kenyatta there because they thought Arvell was going out in coverage. They thought he was following the running back's motion there. But they also brought who's that? Is that 5 or 6? Is that Sanchez on the blitz coming from the corner? Okay. Yeah. Great. And so what Sanchez is doing there is he's occupying the running back.
And going wide to make him flare out.
Right.
Yep.
Right. So at the same time, you got Arvell turning his head so it appears he's not blitzing, and Sanchez is occupying the running back's eyes. And Arvell's is just, sneaky. And
the lineman did not even get an arm on him. He barely touched him.
It was too late. It was too fucking late.
And you had Sonny showing blitz. You had Styles in the box as well. We dropped off. We dropped off everybody on the left side to the wide side. We dropped 3 off. Styles comes back. Styles, and Styles. both showing blitz. Drop back off. Yeah, that's Patricia. That's Patricia just loving having 11 studs to play with.
Mm-hmm. Here's another view of Arvell with that same play. Boom.
That's so quick.
Yep. And he's 6'4", 240, by the way.
Yeah, and he's just as fast as Arch. He's just as fast as that quarterback.
Oh yeah. Oh, that is sick. That is fucking sick.
Dude, yeah, Downs in the box, Downs, both Styles, all of them, everybody in the box. We're showing 8 in the box. We flare out. Perfect off balance blitz, I guess. I don't know how you'd word that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We dropped off our DN too. CJ Hicks dropped off too. Like we just completely gave that wide side because we knew where their pass routes were. We took every passing lane to the right. Came everything from the short side.
Yeah. Oh, that was not. The IGB play was not the last play by the defense. This one was.
Oh yeah, I couldn't believe it. TJ should have had him. Thanks for coming. What I saw consistently all day yesterday was when they were on one-on-one plays, our guy won almost every time. Carnell on a touchdown catch.
Yeah.
So I one example.
Give our guy Sayin some flowers here and talk about him. Now, remember we looked at Arch's passing chart. Right over the middle, 0 to 10 yards. He was, 3 of 8? Julian Sayin 7 of 8. That is what you should be.
7 of 8 for what? Is that 56 yards?
Yeah, 56.
Yeah.
And then he did have the one deep shot when, Ryan Day said after the game they weren't going to put him in a position where he needed to, give those big-time plays. They weren't going to take a lot of shots. They weren't going to be risky and give him bad options, and things. So they wanted to kind of play it safe in the passing game. And, the kid delivered, man. He's ice cold.
Yeah. And that's got to be a big confidence boost for him as well, knowing he executed the game plan, did not make mistakes. We might see, there might even be next week where, hey, let's let him sling it. Let's let him just sling it, throw it around. Get him. He's got, because he's got to be feeling good. Now, of course, he's playing Grambling versus Texas. I understand that. But I think they ingratiated him properly. I'm not sure if that's a word or not, but I think they, they say number one teams in the country, quarterbacks making their first start, 0-18. Now 1-19.
That was a thing.
That was that's a big thing. A kid making his first career start against the number one team in the country. I go back to what I said last week when we were previewing. I think this game being at noon maybe helped him. Not being the night game. With all that the pomp and circumstance and all that. Maybe there was a little less pressure. Maybe he felt a little less pressure. But I think next week, I think we kind of let's let him sling it a little bit. Let's because he wants to throw. He's going to try Jeremiah a lot more deep. We're going to throw a lot more to Ennis. I think we see a big.
You got the win.
Yeah, that's it.
Texas, week 1. That's important. That's the most important thing.
So and we didn't have to bail him out. We didn't have to bail our quarterback out. We didn't have to win in spite of him.
Yep. And he didn't need to put up gaudy numbers. We talked about this last week. He didn't need to be a superhero. We've talked about this with every quarterback, honestly. You don't need to be a superhero. Just get the ball, to the playmakers smartly. Don't make stupid decisions. I mean, it's not hard. I mean,
take what they give you.
We're simplifying it, really, but and make the right decision. If the right decision is throwing it in the dirt, so be it.
Yeah. He did have one play where he just chucked it into the ground. I think it was maybe into Christian. But he saw that there was nothing there. So he short hopped him. And people say, he short hopped him. He was smart. That was a smart play. Throw it down, just throw it in the ground.
If he throws one back over the middle, then you're crushing the kid.
Yes. Yeah, and it's like, what do you do? You got to know better. You got to know.
Oh, fuck, Here's the end of the game.
Ball game. Ball game. Ball game. Ball game. Ball game.
That's it. That's what we need to do. We just need to win. I mean, we talked about. I would rather see us lose a close game, everybody playing well, than win and be nervous or scared. I'm not nervous or scared about our quarterback. I'm not worried. Like, holy shit, we won, but oh my god, our quarterback is shaky at best. No, we won, and our quarterback he executed the game plan. We didn't make him. Now our defense, our same thing too. Our defense kept us from having to change our game plan and have to put him in tough spots and make big throws because the defense wasn't giving up chunk plays and and points, and we had to rally. So it goes hand in hand, obviously. But Julian Sayin, knowing that our defense is that good and playing that way, I don't have to. Yeah, he's thinking. I don't have to. I don't have to play hero ball. I don't have to go out and make perfect. Go out there and just. I have to make something happen here because our defense is going to give something up. Yeah. I think it's real nice for a quarterback to see our defense is shutting the number 1 team in the country down. Mm-hmm. Like you said, what was that draft chart? Turnover on downs, punt. I mean, that's a real good start.
Yeah.
So, great. I mean, we probably couldn't answer. I mean, of course, I would like to see our run, our offensive line run blocking a little bit better. Have that average more. We were at 2.5 yards carry for most of the game. I'm not sure what we ended up at.
Yeah, looking at Donaldson had 19 carries for 67. That's a 3.5. I was not impressed with Donaldson, honestly. I don't know. I guess he did okay. Occasionally, he had one. His long was 8 yards. Peoples, though, was he not seeing it? He had 10 carries for 20.
No, I saw a lot of plays, Joe. A lot of plays where he's they needed both of them. Even we don't have 2 pros in the backfield like we did last year. You know what I mean? We don't.
No.
We don't have, not yet. We'll see, but there's a lot of plays where it's like, oh no, your cut was to the right. You needed that jump step to the right and bounce it. There's a lot of those where it's like they just didn't quite see where that hole was. There was a hole to get an extra 10, maybe 20 yards, but I'm surprised that Donaldson got the bulk of the carries. When I saw him starting, I was surprised when he came out there first, and I was like, wait a minute, Peoples is 20. Who's 12? Donaldson's 12? Oh, shit.
Right.
Why is Donaldson starting? And Donaldson
got the touchdown down in there in the red zone, That was a strong carry. O-line got the push, of course. But, yeah, I need to see more out of this O-line. Again, going back to the PFF grades on the run blocking, it's horrible. Horrible.
I didn't even look at the run grades because I knew they were all going to be horrible. Yeah, I knew they were going to be bad. But we're not going to face another D-line like that for a while. So let this O-line gel, get some confidence. Get a couple of these, get Grambling and OU. Let's go out with an attitude. They got something to prove, so I don't give a shit if it is Grambling. I want to see that O-line come out with an attitude. They shouldn't feel any good about anything. I want to see them come out with intent to hurt people and road grade.
They got it done when we needed it. So, I can't complain a lot there. Looking at this Texas team, their O-line, probably a letdown for them too, honestly. They did not have a great day. Looking at especially run blocking, they were good for the most part. Pass blocking, let's see, they allowed just 1 sack, 11 pressures though.
And that's their quarterback. Arch kept them from a couple of them sacks, like the one with CJ. Right. That's a good quarterback. That's a less mobile quarterback. If that was Quinn Ewers, I think with that same performance, I think we have 5 sacks.
Yeah, definitely. He's not moving around like them. Brandon Baker, the penalty maker, had a rough day. A couple penalties out there. Was not ready for the shoe. Probably should
could have been. Could have been our backup right now.
Yep, should have thought about that. So, what else here? Buckeyes did have to blitz in order to generate pressure, which a little frustrating there on the defensive side of the ball. But when it mattered, when we needed the pressure, I tell you what, that Bo Atkinson was in there. I'm impressed with that guy.
I like him.
Let me see.
Caden Curry, I thought played a good game too.
Yeah.
And we know Kenyatta got dinged up a little bit. But he was after the game. I thought he
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he was still, but he was moving around. He was, running around still. Yeah, able to get back in the game. But yeah, with CJ Hicks and Atkinson,
3 pressures. Kenyatta had 2. Caden Curry 2, and then the interior guys all had 1. So, yeah, looking good there. So looking at the Texas defense, we talked about Anthony Hill Jr., 2-time All-American. Not a lot to talk about with him, honestly. Colin Simmons just had 2 pressures on the quarterback. Hill had 1.
He did. Hill did play. Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
Hill had 6 tackles.
Really?
Solo, no TFLs, just 1 solo. So
talking about a fucking hype, Jesus, him and Simmons. Oh, and I got to go back to Joe. You posted that thing of that they from back in August that they're going to say. They said murder. They said Texas these 2 likely will murder Julian Sayin. I didn't even know you're really allowed to be doing that online. I guess you're just throwing out murder.
It was the
murdering people?
Texas Barstool account. Yeah.
Come on, man. You can't be putting a fucking murder. And then of course on top of that, play as silent and as patty cake as you did. You fucking clowns. But you don't put that. These 2 might likely murder Ohio State's quarterback. You can't say that shit, man. You can't post in that. If you're a reputable, backer of a team, like even Barstool. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Is Barstool reputable?
You know what I mean, though. I mean, it's like 11 Warriors is not going to put out, Sonny Styles and Arvell likely going to murder Grambling's quarterback. Right. We're just not going to fucking do that. I mean, that's poor. That's low class. 1, 2. You guys, those 2 fucking better be playing the best of that defense if they're going to, talk about murdering people, and they did not.
Somebody's writing checks that they're not going to cash.
You just don't put likely to murder the kid. You just don't.
This is the post from a couple weeks ago.
He just murder. It's just
the Barstool account for Texas. Yeah. Anyway.
What if you don't read that caption?
That's Barstool, though. That's what they're about. They're about attention, headline grabbing, clicks, all the stuff. I mean, look at their owner.
Yeah.
Anyway,
fucking leader.
What else? Oh, the defense. I want to talk about Texas's defense here. They only had 4 missed tackles on the day. That's solid. I can't really.
Yeah, they're good. They're good defense. I mean, they're one of the best in the country. So with like us, we knew that.
Yeah, their defense was good in coverage. The Littleton guy, the freshman, looks like he's a keeper. Everybody else was under 70 as far as coverage goes. Taffy, the white guy at free safety, he was a 67. Kobe Black, 63. Malik Muhammad, number 5, known pass interference offender, a 62. So, yeah, nothing great there for the Texas team. X factors, yeah. We talked about the crowd noise at the shoe. Were you impressed with the crowd noise? Now you got to take into account Fox's broadcast kind of silences the crowd noise on their broadcast. So I think if it were maybe an ESPN game, you get more of the vibe, like realistically.
It seemed like we were loud, Joe, but it also didn't seem like Texas had a whole lot of problem with it.
Right.
I didn't see a lot of. Yeah, So and like you said, I don't know, it's those fucking noon games. I mean, I think the crowd was in it. The crowd was in it. I mean, you could see and you could hear the intensity, but it's we don't. As far as the decibel level, I don't know. I don't know whether we didn't get any. We didn't get like a bunch of camera shots scanning to like the decibel level that they do in like Kansas City and shit. You know what I mean? Where it says, loudest stadium in the world, and we're reaching 140 decibels and shit, like the Cincinnati Nebraska game from Thursday night. But I mean, the shoe. It seemed like the shoe was as loud as it usually is for those day games. It's not comparable to the night games,
said it was
though.
super loud. So.
Yeah, I mean,
after the game, they were, and Ryan Day said it was really loud. But again, I did not see Texas have to go to a silent count. Maybe they.
Yeah, it didn't look like it didn't affect them well. But I mean, but it's also Texas, and they're they have a great coaching staff. They have great players, so that's something that they were able to practice. I'm sure practice and adapt to. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get a night game sometime. Maybe we'll get a night game that actually is of a consequence at some point.
In the playoffs.
And maybe we'll get a little better reading. But like you said, Joe, you're right. I think Fox does. They do kind of deafen, or not deafen.
Yeah.
Do kind of quiet down the noise.
Yeah. I think that's widely known. One thing I really wanted to talk about before we kind of move on is, and we probably should have talked about this off the top, this Buckeye defense pitched a fucking shutout until 3.5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
Against what was the Heisman Trophy favorite? Not so much now.
Yeah, the second coming. Yeah.
Right. And the returning running backs. I mean, again, nobody liked to talk about the rebuilt O-line with 4 new starters for Texas, but that's a thing. Receivers. New receivers for the most part. So, pitching a shutout against any team, a Texas, a Bama, a Georgia, that reloads like that with blue chips over and over and over. I mean, there were a couple of receivers at Khalil Lockett that Buckeyes were in on him. Dalen McCutcheon, Buckeyes were way in on him. Both those guys were in the games. So, my point is, pitch a shutout, 14-0 with 3.5 minutes left to go in the game. That's great defense. And I was super impressed with that.
Yeah, there's nobody should be. You hold Texas to, like you said, Joe, to 7, and really to, like you said, the very end of the game almost. Their second to last drive. There's no complaints. No complaints to be said on that defense as overall. What they say on the radio, that coach that earned his courtesy car, Patricia earned his courtesy car for sure. Yeah. Oh, we got Miami up 14-7 now. Miami
I
just scored.
Saw it was 7-7. Carson Beck filleting the fucking
shooting
Irish.
up the Heisman hopeful ranks.
Wow. Did not see that coming. That's what she said.
Oh, I just saw a Hurricane player come over and high five, like jump and high five a coach, and the coach just got knocked the fuck out. Coach got his headset knocked off. He's holding his head now. He just walked off the screen. Solid. Don't high five a guy with a helmet on, asshole.
Classic Canes.
Michael Irvin hugging the guy that caught the touchdown. Jeez.
Yeah. What else here? So, yeah, the shutout, virtual shutout is very special. What else do we have to talk about? Oh, play calling. How'd you take the play calling by Brian Hartline? Do you think it was Brian Hartline calling the plays first? Did somebody else grab the controller?
It surprised me with the amount of power runs we've had. But I think Hartline and Day and that whole offensive line, the whole offensive staff, I think they stayed true to the game plan. I think that the game plan was run the ball, eat clock, keep Arch off the field. You know, as long as our defense is doing their job,
right.
We're not trying to go up top a lot. I mean, two deep passes. I think I remember. I mean, the one to Cornell, maybe one other deep pass, but we didn't see many more. So I think Hartline. I mean, you talking about his first time ever calling plays from the booth. I don't think he's ever been in the booth before.
No. Ryan Day actually said about the play calling after the game. He said the play calling was very selfless. So meaning Hartline was not trying to, go bombs over Baghdad, all streaks.
And it seemed like that was clearly the game plan. So
right.
he didn't get
in the plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
He didn't get out of lane and be like, we need a spark. Let's go. And we went in a lot of empty sets too, but
right.
Those empty sets did not lead to
personnel too. If you notice, a lot of double tights,
which is fine. Jeremiah and this Tate, they're going to get theirs. And there's going to be other games down the season. As we get into some Big Ten play, when we're running double tights and we got Jeremiah out there and there's single coverage, we're throwing the ball to Jeremiah. Yeah, Nebraska, get ready. Wisconsin, get ready. Washington, get ready. You're going to have to deal with 4. You're not Texas. None of you are. All of you combined aren't Texas.
Yeah. Your all-star team is not Texas.
Right.
I mean, honestly, going back and looking at our keys to the victory, clean operation on offense.
Yep.
Fucking nailed it, right? I mean, yeah, sure, you'd love to put up 30, but again, the other guys are on scholarship too.
And
chips.
They're all 4 and 5 stars just like ours. I mean, Texas is recruiting at a level that we are. So I mean, it's not like this isn't like a team like we should be killing these guys. No, I mean they're really good. And we have a brand new starting quarterback, and I think the game plan was perfect for him. It was what it was supposed to be for him. So we're going to see more. The next couple games, we're going to see a lot more opening up. We're not going to.
Yeah.
We're going to start exploring a little bit more of how much Julian can sling it. I feel.
Yeah, and these will be stat padding games. If this offense is going to have some kind of. I mean, everybody's up for awards on the whole fucking team for the most part.
Yeah.
This is going to be, the next couple of weeks where you build up those stats. You get the dub, which really helps, right? When you're looking at the end of the season and the CFP rankings and all the shit. That win over Texas, man, they're going to be top 5 by the end of the year. I don't see them.
I said as soon as the game was over, I said we'll see them again. As soon as the game was over, I said, I think we're going to see them again.
Probably, yeah. But let's look at our score predictions. Microscopes here. Score predictions. Buckeyes were favored by 2 at one point. They were down to 1. Over under,
which is a pick
48-ish. Yeah. I had 20-13. Jeff had 26-23. Sean had 31-24. I like to think I'm pretty close.
No, the host takes the dub always.
Yeah. 14-7. Yeah, 7-point victory. Anyway, microscopes. I had James Peoples and Kenyatta Jackson. Jeff had Max Clare and Caleb Downs. Sean had Julian Sayin and Sonny Styles. Everybody had a good one. I mean, Kenyatta had a good day. Downs had a good day for you. And Sayin had a better day than Sonny, I would say. But Sonny was in the stat sheet as well.
Yeah, my bold prediction of Claire being the leading receiver.
Yeah. Well.
Even with that drop, he wasn't going to be the leading receiver.
Right. Oh well.
But he's going to get his. We're going to see a lot. We're going to see a lot more of him with the stats.
So a great team win all the way around. Everybody contributed it, and that's what it takes to beat a Texas. You know, if we don't play a Texas in the playoffs, that gets you ready for teams like Texas, Georgia. You know, I'm not sure I can say Bama at this point.
Clemson,
Georgia,
Clemson, LSU,
maybe. Right. I don't know. LSU, I still need to see more. I was surprised their defense played so well, but I need to see them do that consistently against SEC teams. You know, so I don't know what Clemson is sometimes. You know.
I did say they have a returning quarterback who Klubnik had a great season last year. I mean, his stats were dead on, and so you 81% or over 80% of their production from last year. So that's why people are thinking Clemson, their defense is studs. They got three, probably at least two first round draft picks, maybe three on that defense as of right now. And you figured returning quarterback, a lot of the production coming back, rightfully so. People we're high on Clemson. Clemson, I think I'd still pick Clemson to win the ACC. You know, I would love to see Clemson again in the playoffs. I'm gonna exact some revenge on Georgia. We've already gotten ours.
We owe them a few.
Yeah, we owe Georgia. I really want Georgia this year. I really want to exercise that demon. Because I don't know what their quarterback is. Gunnar Stockton, dead meat is what I think.
Yeah, they're a little.
We owe Bama one too, but fuck, I mean, I don't know if we're gonna get to Bama.
Not the same.
Bama ain't.
It's not gonna be the same.
Bama's not on our level.
We actually owed Saban something, but yeah. So let's. Anything else on this game we need to cover? I mean, we kind of went all the way through it. Jalen McClain, I got to go back to him. Impressed with him. 8 tackles, 5 solo. The young guy. Loved it. Oh, yeah, McDonald and Houston in the middle on that goal line stand. Jeff, what do you think? They went low, and I believe it was Caden Curry said he came over the top. I'm pretty sure that's how it developed to keep Arch out of the end zone. So,
yeah. K McDonald he was the main cog in that goal line stand against Texas last time. Right. Him and Houston are great run stoppers.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get that Tyleek type pass rush or that Michael Hall type pass rush from the middle. I don't think.
Right.
Right. But we're also playing. We're playing Texas, so let's see what this looks like against a Wisconsin, a Nebraska, a Washington, some of these middle tier teams in the Big Ten, or predicted to be upper level Big Ten teams. None of them are Texas. Nobody on our schedule is Texas. So I don't think Penn State's Texas, but Penn State's going to be a big, the big test. I like our D line. We did not see our lack of depth, or the thinning of our interior D line. We did not see that exposed in this game, which is I thought was a concern. If Houston,
while you're talking about that,
yeah.
So, getting past the starters, obviously Houston and McDonald, you had Will Smith Jr. getting 16 snaps. This is out of 67 total.
Mm-hmm.
Will Smith Jr. 16. 11 of those were on run plays, 5 on pass. Tywan Malone Jr. 14 total, 7-7 pass and run. Jarquez Carter, true freshman, number 91, getting there for 3.
Did not see him. Did not catch him in there, but I'm glad to see the freshman was in.
They talked about him. They talked about him last week, and Larry Johnson has talked about him when they had their interviews a couple of weeks ago with the D-line. But anyway, so I'm not surprised that Jarquez got in there. Everybody else.
I don't remember seeing him.
Well, it was only 3 snaps. It's hard to see down in the middle of the line. So that's awesome. Love to see anytime you can get young guys into a big game like that, it matters going forward. It makes a difference.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess we should touch quickly on this Grambling game.
Did they lose the state?
Yeah,
are they just Grambling now, or they?
I don't know how you do that, but yeah. Georgia stole their logo, the way I see it.
Yeah. So what did they do? I don't know what they did this week. I wasn't catching Grambling's first week opponent.
Yeah, they played something called Langston. 55-7. Guessing that's an FCS team.
You think?
That's an NAIA team.
Oh, Mark Langston. He's a pitcher for the Mariners.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, this is a 3:30 on BTN. So yay,
okay.
We don't get a big noon.
Great, and that. Wonder who we get in Big Ten. Do we get? What's the quarter? The tight end from Michigan.
But.
You know what I'm talking about. He's from Pickerington. But yeah, do we get Bud on the call?
Maybe, yeah. I think the big noon is Iowa State. The other Farmageddon. So
I always thought that was Farmageddon. I thought that was Farmageddon. I never knew Kansas State and Iowa State called Farmageddon.
Can we call it like Cornageddon or something?
Cornageddon.
Cornholing. Cornagon. Anyway.
Cornagon.
Yeah, I don't even know what to talk about this fucking team, man. I mean, an NAIA team. We just beat Texas.
Right.
What are we doing?
Right. I mean, so what do they? I mean, I don't even know what they run. What kind of offense they run? I'm guessing they're like a spread option. If I had to guess, pass quarterback.
I can tell you what they did.
Oh yeah, break it down.
I don't know what it means for us. I mean, looking at the stats.
I mean, what do they like to do? What they like to do? I mean, no, it shouldn't matter. I don't. What's the opening line, Joe? Tell me the line in this game first. 34.5.
Let me.
I'd say 34.5.
I don't know. I gotta check my bet online here. Nope, I don't have a spread yet.
Rightfully so, I guess.
Maybe ESPN.
This should be one or two drives into the third quarter. Starters are gone. You know, they're showered by the fourth type thing. Let's see. I want to see Keenholz run the offense, though. I want to see Keenholz run our offense. You know, doesn't have to be with the ones, all the ones, but I like Keenholz with all of our twos. Mm-hmm. Again, you know, but I want to see him run. I want to see him run. I want to see what he looks like with that in that offense. Same offense that Sayin's running. We've said this for years about our backups. Let them run the full complement of the offense, not just eat clock. We don't need to start the opening second half and start eating clock.
Right.
You know, these boys know what they're doing. They're coming up here. They're getting a big paycheck to take this ass whooping. Right. Let's give them an ass whooping. We're paying them for it. Let's not give
here. It's like 250, 220 pass to run ratio. They do take some penalties for being a better team than they have 7 penalties. Man, Jesus. All right, let's get to the comments and questions here. We'll run through these and pop them on screen. Odysseus, what's up? Good to see you, Odysseus. IOTU. Odysseus says big ears took a big fat L. I know. What was up with Arch's ears, man? He looks like he could be Feinbaum's kid.
Hey, I don't want to say that. I'll save my comment for offline. I guess it's probably not good to say it online or say it. But I don't know. Arch has got a little bit of a look. Like he's like you know. Shane Gillis makes a joke about it. I don't know how to say it without saying it. But Arch looks like he's got a little bit of related. He's got a little tism.
Yeah.
something. You know, he's got a little. Yeah.
I don't think that's offensive. I'm not offended.
Okay, I mean, he's got that look. I'm not saying he does. I'm saying, but the kid looks like he's, maybe he's chewed on wood when he's little. You know.
Paint chips. Stephen Cherry reposted the stream on Twitter. Thank you, Stephen. Stephen says, Joe and Jeff, salute. Salute to you, sir.
Salute, sir.
Odysseus says, the Arch Heisman train fell off the tracks before leaving the station. Yeah, it did kind of, yeah. I hate it when that happens.
Ran out of coal real fast.
Oh, hey, we just heard from Sean. He said, I asked him if he was taking the night off. He said, oh, yeah, sorry. He posted a picture of a fire. Okay.
A fire?
For me.
His house?
Oh, like a...
I mean, that's excusable.
A backyard.
That's
Sunday,
not...
though. Do you not have a fucking calendar, Henry? Anyway.
But I tell you what, though. I have a fire in my backyard every Sunday, every podcast.
Okay. That's fine. Just as long
But
as
if it's your house, I understand not making it, though. If your house gets on fire, I mean, Joe, if my house is on fire, I might not make the pod.
Clearly. Stephen Cherry says, Sayin really impressed me with his calm, cool composure. Kid has a bright future. I agree. Next 2 years are going to be very bright with Mr. Sayin at the helm.
He's going to have to wear shades.
Yeah. Stephen Cherry says, Matty P and Sark and Manning in a blender. Yeah, he did have him in a blender. I think Sark said so after the game, the way they were disguising coverages, and Arch had that look on his face like, I'm seeing ghosts out there, you know. He didn't say it necessarily. But Stephen Cherry says, Ohio State 56-10 over Grambling.
We're giving up 10?
Yeah. Almost shut out Texas, but no, we're giving up 10 to Grambling.
But you know what? That's so Ohio State, though. That's so Ohio State.
Yeah, it'll be the second.
But it might be 63-17. It might even be 63-17 or something like that.
It could, yeah.
And then people are like, what's wrong with Ohio State? They gave up 10 more
defense?
Points. Right.
The third string gave up. Yeah. Stephen Cherry says, shout out to Iggy with 10 tackles. I agree. Leading the way.
Yep.
He's a physical fucking dude, man.
He is, man.
Stephen Cherry, Simmons was all bark, no bite. Yes. Again, he's just out there running cardio, getting his steps in. Stephen Cherry piling in here. First game, we just beat the number one team in the nation, and we nitpicking the offensive line against one of the best D lines. Yes, that's true. We did nitpick a little bit.
I'm not really nitpicking. I mean, but like we looked at, we're just explaining that was the biggest concern, or the least.
They did not perform well. I don't know.
They didn't perform well. So like, and it was the least productive of any position group, really.
Yeah.
I'd say, receivers and everybody else. I think everybody was better. So we're gonna nitpick.
Ran for 77 as a team.
Where did we struggle at? Yeah, where did we struggle? O-line run blocking. They struggled. So you tune into this podcast every Sunday to find out how we saw where we're struggling at. Joe, you have the plethora of stats to back up all of the information we say. What we see is actually always backed up by the stats from PFF and from whoever else. Yep. So if you tune into this podcast, you're gonna get something's gonna get nitpicked, even in a Buckeye victory. It always does. It always does.
Yeah. I'm excellent at picking at nits. Stephen Cherry says SEC refs. I know. I fucking know, man.
How was that possible? I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. An away team bringing their conference refs. Never.
Is that supposed to make it fair? Is that like how they keep it fair or something? I don't get the mindset or who's making that decision. Probably
I never knew that to be
a regulation that's meaningless. But yes, Stephen does follow that up with saying, actually, Big Ten refs aren't any better. Clearly, I agree.
No, but I mean, can we get some Big 12 or some ACC refs or something? Something that's not. They don't have any. So there's no type of marching orders. Yeah. Because I'm not saying there are, but the SEC. I don't put nothing past the SEC with Sankey and the way he runs his fucking little conglomerate down there. The cartel. I don't put nothing past nobody.
Right.
When it comes to SEC.
Who was the crew that fucked us over in that
hey, keep it close. Keep it close.
2019. Was that Big 12? I think that was Big 12. I don't think it was SEC. I don't think it was SEC.
You know what? If I knew those dudes' names right now,
as far as I can throw them.
No, and obviously that 2019 Fiesta Bowl, way more blatant, way more bigger stakes. I would murder those guys. I didn't say that out loud. I would confront those guys way before the SEC refs we just saw, but definitely. You can't make that many calls of that magnitude all against the one same team, and not have the pick versus interception in the Texas game yesterday. One for one, they're pretty much equal. You could, if you're going to call one, fine. We didn't have a pick, but using that same logic, you can make an argument that he didn't have possession of that football when he made contact with the ground. Same as Sonny didn't. So I just want consistency. I don't give, just call it the same way, both ways. If you're calling shit, call shit both ways. It's just like a baseball umpire. You know what I mean? If your strike zone's shit.
The pass interferences are the big one where that's
the lack of.
To everybody. Everybody can see you're being either consistent or inconsistent. Are you letting them play? Or are you calling flags? Or are you mixing it up? Is it a mixed bag? Is this
and that's the thing
Halloween
too.
Candy.
And when you come to pass interference like that, Joe, like what they were doing to Jeremiah, the draping, the holding, like that prevents touchdowns. That prevents points off the board. That lowers the overall score of the game, because if JJ's not getting held, coming out of a break or on a double move, he's not just getting bear hugged. Well, maybe he's going up top, and maybe we see Sayin's like, oh shit, he's got 10 yards on the guy, and chucks it, and now it's a blowout. So those pass interference calls where you're saying, yeah, let's call it all one way if it's called all bad or call it all good.
Right. But be consistent. That's what people
those
ask
type of
for.
plays.
Same in any sport. Baseball.
Right. And
behind the plate. Call them consistently. Are you calling shit on the corner, or are you calling it on the black?
Yeah, exactly. So, but when it comes to Jeremiah in pass routes, those could be touchdowns versus a no call,
Game
and we have to go to a different. Yeah, those are game changing calls. So you got to. I don't give a shit if they were letting us do it with the Texas receivers. That's bullshit. That's poor refereeing, because you got to enforce the rules as the rules are.
Right.
We know not like the rules, but play them by them. You got to.
Right.
You can't just hold receivers and tackle them and mug them.
Right.
You can't do that.
PI is open to interpretation. Like you could call it on every play, just like holding on the O-line. That shit you could throw a flag every time if you wanted to, but if you're gonna fucking throw it, you better throw it every time when the exact same shit happens. Derpy Entertainment says Irish looking terrible right now. I agree. They're down 14-7. It's not looking great. You're getting it's another one of those things, Jeff. Another one of those names that everybody said, oh, this guy's probably going to be good. CJ Carr.
Yeah.
Arch Manning.
Well,
maybe not.
Yeah, not every. Yeah, Ty Simpson, Alabama. These five-star kids. Well, not every kid making their first start in college football is gonna light the world on fire. C.J. Stroud didn't have I remember him in a Minnesota game.
Right.
We were. A lot of us were. I don't remember me being one of them that says we need to see McCord. And we got to see McCord the next week. And then CJ came back and had a great season.
Because he had
but he didn't look great.
CJ had the shoulder. He had the tired arm thing.
And then when that came out, I think that alleviated a lot of the talk on him. He's like, oh, the kid was banged up. Well, let's see what this kid McCord can do. And McCord looked great, but it was Akron. But the coaches knew very well, as soon as CJ's healthy, there's no competition here. McCord threw for 4 touchdowns at 296, I think he did. But CJ is still our quarterback. As soon as he's healthy, we're back to him. But yeah, CJ Carr. So yeah, his first half of college football didn't look great. He's probably going to be just fine. Notre Dame's a really good team. Marcus is going to have them in the playoffs. I expect to see. I expect them in the playoffs again.
They'll probably
Miami
come out here, run the ball heavy in the second half, and probably start moving it.
They got the best running back in the country, possibly. And some beef up front that can move him. So we'll see how tough.
Kid's actually leading them right now in rushing.
Exactly. I don't know if Love's maybe is he dinged up or something. I have it on mute, so I haven't been listening to anything of it. But
I don't know.
these kids.
Let's continue. Let's continue through the chat here.
Yeah.
Stephen Cherry says there's a reason Arch wasn't able to take the QB1 job when Ewers was out. Fair enough. Yeah. Getting starts against Mississippi State and UL Monroe, not the same as coming into Columbus.
Exactly.
Not sorry. Stephen Cherry says offensive line always takes longs to gel. I agree. It's going to take a little time. I do want to see how this Ethan Onyanwa / Tegra Shabola at right guard plays out. I'm kind of curious as to why. Back in the playoffs last year, Tegra was a little dinged up. That's why they were rotating Sarabeld in there with him. Because Sarabeld wasn't a starter last year. But he did rotate in throughout games with Tegra. So I wonder, I don't think it's an injury issue. I mean, it's the first game. So why is Onyanwa alternating series with Tegra? I'm curious.
Well, and remember Onyanwa, I think just as important a question to Onyanwa's impact on the team is why was he not there was no plays of him going in for either tackle position, and we brought him in. Everybody, all Buckeye insiders were all thinking he's our left tackle when we signed from Rice, right? Everybody was.
Even me, and I'm not even an insider, although I have been inside her. Hey-o. Shout out.
Man.
That was low blow, wasn't it?
I choose not to. But we could do that. Do you want me to just? I just put my head
adult humor,
and I'm good. I got plenty. I got all kinds of ammunition. I just don't load the gun.
That's what she said. Stephen Cherry says bonus
next
pick,
week.
Oklahoma.
Next week. Hey. Podcast after dark next week after talking about Grambling. Right. I'm going to give you some filth. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to have.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe we'll get banned on YouTube. That's the goal.
You want to get banned on YouTube? Watch this.
They don't pay me shit anyways, so fuck them.
Don't dare me, Joe. You know
that. Steve Cherry says bonus pick Oklahoma 34-21 over the Cheaters next week. I like that one.
Mateer for Heisman.
I might. What? I gotta find let me see if I can find a spread on that one already. I kind of doubt it. They're kind of slow rolling.
It's in Norman though, right?
Yeah. Okay. I got Cheaters +5. Over under 46.5.
46.5. I'll take the over. I'm taking the over. I'll take the over on 46.5.
Okay. You don't think Venables is going to dial up some diabolical shit? Maybe hit the pipe a couple extra times?
Gnaw his jaw off. I think Michigan's offense has just as good athletes as Oklahoma's defense, if not better, honestly. So I think
Michigan
he will.
Has no receivers.
I think there's going to be turnovers. I think there's going to be points to be scored, but turnovers will be a part of that game.
All right.
Okay, I gotta look at it though. If Michigan +5, I'm not sure on that, but I'll definitely take the over.
Okay. I think I would go money line. I'll just go money line Oklahoma. I don't think they could handle 5.
That's smart.
Sounds like a lot.
Money line Oklahoma win the over. Yeah, that sounds right.
They don't have that. They don't have the odds out for the money line yet, so that'll come soon. So she said. Anyway, Ron Piles, what's up, Ron Piles? He says Matt P is a defensive savant. Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Defensive football seems to be his forte. Also, rocket surgery. Is that a thing? I don't know.
Rocket science. Maybe.
Brain surgery, rocket science, whatever.
Same.
Mash them together.
It's all numbers.
Yeah, something like that. Ron Piles says, I went to Miami Notre Dame game on YouTube. They put me in timeout for posting OH. That's hilarious. That is fucking hilarious.
They put you on time. YouTube, they put you on timeout? Really?
Yeah. That's pretty flimsy. They must have some really pussy moderators. Ron says, I don't get it. Yeah, you do. That's why you're doing the crying face emojis. Anyway. Ron says, hello, hello. All right. Ron, we appreciate you stopping by. We're going to get out of
Ron.
here. We've done a hard almost 100 minutes. So, yes, seriously?
Well, solid 100.
Yeah, 100 minutes, right on the button. So anyways, we appreciate you guys stopping by. We will be here next Sunday night. We'll see if Sean shows up. It depends on, his whims, what kind of drugs he's on that day.
Oh, no, Sean will be here.
Oh, yeah?
Sean's tried and true.
You going to vouch for that?
Yep.
Would you have said that before tonight?
Yes.
And he didn't show. So, anyway.
Yeah,
We'll
exactly.
survive. Stephen Cherry, last comment of the day. Alabama chat boards want Ryan Day. Of course they do.
Of course they do.
Clearly.
Of course they do.
Who doesn't? He's won
Tell me something
6
I don't
games in a row against top 5 opponents.
Yeah.
7 against top 10. So, yeah, he might be the best coach in college football, in case you didn't notice.
Oh, they can't win the big one, they said, before the season, right? Before last year? They lose all the big games. He pounds up on the weaklings. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, that's 6 in a row now.
Exactly.
Texas twice.
All right. Yeah. 2 different Texases, honestly. Anyway, we appreciate everybody joining us. Please, if you want to support the show, hit the BuckeyeCast.com. Even if you don't want to support the show, go to the BuckeyeCast.com. Get yourself a hat, shirt. Silver Bullets shirts are flying off the shelves. All the stuff.
Try to give me a new one, Joe. Mine's getting a little faded. My Silver Bullet's getting a little faded.
Yeah.
Ahead of a while.
All right.
Need to update that. Yeah, get some gear, boys. Get some gear out there. There's some good shit in there.
Yeah.
And Joe works hard on that.
Yep. All right. Jeff, appreciate you.
Appreciate you, brother.
We'll talk to you next week.
For sure.